Good morning, friends, and welcome to Take Two for this Thursday, July the 12th, 2018. Well, I'm coming to you today from the RAM radio studios. Please forgive me. I don't have my camera on a stand, so I'm just kind of trying to do this with my hand. So if I'm a little jittery this morning, please bear with me. Well, I want to talk to you a little bit, just briefly today, about having no control. Now, there's a lot of us out there who complain about things we have no control over. And really, that's what the title of this should be, is complaining about things you have no control over. Because I was, the other day, I think it was last night actually, I was complaining about something. I was complaining about, I think it was the heat, and just how hot and sticky it was. And I was just rambling. And my husband, in his infinite wisdom, Michael, a man of great wisdom and knowledge, says to me, "What are you complaining about something you have no control over?" And my goodness, did that hit me hard. How many things do I complain about on a daily basis that I have absolutely no control over? And that's, a lot of people live their lives that way. They constantly are complaining about things they cannot do a thing about. Now, I know there's a lot of things that we can complain about, that we can do things about, that we do have control over. I mean, and even in that particular case, I could have just cranked the air conditioner so that it was a little cooler in the house while I was complaining. But if I was outside and doing things and I had to do outdoor tasks and I was in that situation, then that's not something I did have control over. So stop my complaining, you know what I mean? And this is the way so many people live their lives. They have no control, okay? But they complain about it just the same. And that's absolutely ridiculous. And I'm going to tell you what, there are those, and I wonder if you ever find yourself in this situation. I know there have been times where I've found myself in this situation. And you have no control over one thing, so to compensate, you go ahead and control something else that you have no business controlling. Think about the folks out there who, okay, I'll give you an example. Say there's a man and he has a job and it's a terrible job and he's forced to do all kinds of things he just does not like to do or want to do. And maybe he has a taskmaster boss who's mean and that kind of thing. He can't say anything, he can't do anything. He's just got to do his job, grit his teeth, and do it angrily and do it because he has to, or he doesn't get a paycheck, or he might not even have a job. So instead of trying to control that situation, he goes home and beats his wife, who's done nothing to deserve that. Well, nobody ever deserves to be beaten, but you know what I mean. There's no basis for him except he's trying to control something. There are so many out there that do that. They may control with their words, or they may control with their actions, or they may manipulate. This is a way of having some sort of measure of control over their lives because other things are out of control. So here's my challenge to you today. Examine yourself, examine your words, examine your actions, and ask yourself the question. I'm going to be doing this to myself today too. Am I trying to control something because I have no control over something else? That's the first thing. And the second thing is, am I complaining about something I have absolutely no control over? Like the weather. I have no control over whether or not it's going to be a sunny day or a rainy day or a hot day. I have no control over that. I do have control over the air conditioner switch. That I can do. But I'm not going to complain that it's too hot outside or there's too many gnats out there, which is the reason why I chose to do today's segment indoors instead of outdoors. See, that was something I had control over. But if I went out there and the gnats were all over the place, I'd have no control over that except to keep scratching my nose and wiping my face, and because of the annoying gnats out there. So go be a blessing to somebody today. Aha, that is something you do have control over. Go be a blessing today to somebody. You might be the only one who is. And remember, there might be somebody who has no control over some things, so they're trying to control somebody else. And by you being a blessing to that person, you're going to undo any bad things that have been done to them by somebody else, okay? Go be a blessing. Here's something you have control over. 2 things. You could subscribe to my YouTube channel at Jeanne Sigler, Jeanne Sigler. become a subscriber to that, and then also tune into some great music like we're broadcasting from here today at WRMZ Studios, RAM FM, WRMZ.org. Okay, so go be a blessing, tune into my music, and by all means, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And please don't try to have control over something you have no control over. Just put it in the hands of God and let Him take care of it, okay? I love y'all. I'll see you tomorrow. Hey, guess what? Tomorrow is Friday. It's the end of a week. So you have a great day. Make the best of it. That's something you do have control over. Being a blessing and making the best of it. I love y'all. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.